Alright guys, we'll come to you with another video, boxing. I really don't get why certain boxers don't shut up. Certain boxers don't need to talk. Certain boxers are better off just fighting and getting on with their fighting. They need to be quiet. Teófimo Lopez is one of them. So I was watching an interview with him, and granted, I'm not going to watch the Teófimo Lopez Kambosos fight. I'm not watching that fight. I'm watching the Figueroa Fulton fight. That's the fight I'll be tuning into. I'm not watching Teófimo. So, basically, Teófimo has ruled out fighting Devin Haney at 135 for undisputed. He's ruled that out. He has claimed that, oh, well, I worked for mine. I did mine the hard way. He's an email champ. The same narratives. But again, I say, this is the question I have. This is the legitimate question I have. What are you going to do if you are someone's mandatory and the champion does not want to fight you? What is left to be done? If you're willing to fight the champion and the champion does not want to fight you, whose fault is it? Is it the guy who is the challenger's fault, or is it the champion's fault? Even the interview with Devin Haney on The Breakfast Club, he said, win, lose, I will still want to fight Lomachenkho. Lomachenkho got franchised when Teófimo beat Lomachenkho. He got that weirdo franchise belt, and I still don't know what that franchise belt means, truthfully speaking. But because he got that franchise belt, he flaunts it around like he's undisputed, and he's not undisputed. Devin Haney has the last piece of the puzzle, and it just seems like that last piece of the puzzle, Teófimo has no desire in getting to really solidify his quote unquote undisputed claim. So, my opinion personally, I think he has some kind of mental issues going on. Me personally, I think him and his dad are just far out. I don't know what they do in their free time. I don't know what their day-to-day routine is in their free time or whatever, but whatever they do outside of boxing is catching up with them. Point blank, period. I really don't get it. Like certain things that they do, certain things that they say. They feel that Josh Taylor is afraid of Teófimo Lopez. Well, number one, he's way bigger than him. Number two, he's taller than him. Number three, he has a longer reach than him. Number four, I dare to say he's more skillful than Teófimo. So how is he afraid? Number five, he has better footwork than Teófimo. How is he afraid? Please give me a break. So now Teófimo is saying, oh, a fight with Devin Haney is possible, but at 140. So that just defeats the purpose of him carrying around them belts, basically flaunting at undisputed. So now he's talking about vacating, now he's talking about dropping them belts. So I mean, if that happens, then Devin Haney, he should just stay at 135. And granted, if he's successful against Jojo Diaz, which I think he will be, because Jojo Diaz fights with his head down and will just be running into big shit all night. Yeah, he should just fight for all the marbles and become the true undisputed at 135. Do what Teófimo was afraid to do. Teófimo is making up things, saying that these guys are not coming to him, that none of these guys have came to him. But on Boxing Voice, Bill Haney has even said that he offered Teófimo, he offered Teófimo, I think like $4 million. Yeah, it was like $4 million. He said, okay, we'll fight you for $4 million, right? And then he was like, Teófimo's father was like, I'll take $4 million, right? So it's just with them, man, you just never know. You never know what's gonna come out of their mouth next. Pretty soon, you're gonna hear Teófimo say something like, I'll fight Terrence Crawford, or, I'll fight Earl Spence, or something like that. So at this point, at first I used to respect him for what he was trying to do, but Teófimo no longer has my respect, especially after dropping the M-bombs. Like, that's okay. Like, you're not even Afro-Honduran, homie. You're dropping M-bombs. Yeah. So he lost my respect with that too. And then, like, on top of that, there was like a little bit of back and forth on Twitter with Shakur Stevenson. Teófimo Lopez, he went back forth with Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur Stevenson, rightfully so, checked him, you know what I mean? And, now all of a sudden, he can't make the weight. Now all of a sudden, he can't make 135. This is what he's been saying in all these interviews, that he can't make 135 anymore. So, my thing is this. If you're not going to make 135 anymore, just shut up and stop gaslighting these other guys, these who are on your side of the street, especially because Shakur Stevenson is on the top ranked side of the street. Stop gaslighting these dudes if you're not having any intention of fighting these dudes. And if I had to choose, since Shakur Stevenson is already a big 130, if I had to choose between who would win that fight, Shakur will whoop Teófimo's ass. Point blank, period. Shakur would wash Teófimo Lopez, and I think honestly it would be one-sided. I really do. I think that's the reason why he's calling these guys out. It's because he's moving up to 140. That's why he's saying what he's saying. And then on top of that, what happened was that they asked him who were the top lightweights, and I think he had himself first, Lomachenkho second, Richard Comey third, Gervonta Tank Davis fourth, and Devin Haney fifth. And it's funny, like, you put the guys who would murk you last. You know, you put the guys who gave you work in sparring, and we do have the video of him sparring Tank. Tank was about to put it on him. You know, you put them last. It's like, bro, keep fooling yourself. But anyhow, man, looks like we're not going to get these fights. It looks like Teófimo will continue to be a diva. And, yeah, man, that's just it. That's it, man. I think the biggest divas in boxing right now are the Charlo sisters. At least the Jamel Charlo, Brian Castano rematch is going to be in February. So kudos to him for taking the rematch. I think, who else is a diva right now? Canelo will always remain a diva. Teófimo will remain a diva. Now he's solidified himself as a diva. And that's pretty much it. That's all I can think of. You know, the thing that I like about Usyk and fighters like that, like Usyk, Bivol, and you know, Beterbiev, you know the thing I like about them, they'll talk, but they won't talk too much. You know, they just get on with what's put in front of them. You know, they do what's needed and what's put in front of them. David Morrell, another one, he doesn't really talk that much. He just like does what's needed. You know, whatever's put in front of him, he does it. And they only talk when they are like, when they know they put the work in, when they know, you know, their skill set is proven. And you know, I'm just not, you know, when it comes to Teófimo's skill set, I'm not really impressed. Not really impressed. Basically, I just think he has this fake bravado, and he just, you know, he gaslights a lot of situations, basically. And so we probably will see an undisputed champion at 135 when he vacates the belts. We'll probably see an undisputed champion at 135. But anyhow, man, that's all I got for now, guys. We'll be signing out. Enjoy all.